Do you ever find yourself saying yes, but do you find yourself being resistant or avoidant and it doesn't feel like procrastination? So this may be what's showing up, but there's a hidden block and it's about what happened last time, what I call business PTSD. So something that happened last time in your business that creates this hesitant, resistant feeling and behavior in you. Welcome to Success Tapping with Carol. Look, I'm your host and I'm glad you're here. Please feel free to subscribe, share, and like. So this is another one of those hidden blocks where it looks like people might say, oh, you're procrastinating again, or you're just not that interested. But usually it's a topic or a project that we are quite interested in. You can even be excited about it, but you don't actually do what you need to do. And I know that sounds like procrastination, but the reason for the avoidance is this hidden block. So the question I love to ask people in groups and individually, what happened last time? You were successful or were on the verge of success, or what happened last time when you launched something, completed something that gave you pause that is now operating in your system? So even when I ask that question, what happened last time? What happened last time in business? Let's keep it to a business PTSD. All right. See if you can remember an event that happened. It could be an event, a disappointment, a shock, a surprise, something fell short, and that's what's in your system. That's what's in your nervous system that is holding you back. And again, you might call it procrastination, but it really is this avoidance, hesitancy, resistance, and you are excited. You know what you need to do next. All right. So think of that event. I know it can be very upsetting. It might have been a year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, where this last time event got stuck inside of you. So think of it, and what level of upset do you feel in your system, 0 to 10? See if you can measure that. Just a distressful feeling, something that's going on, and we'll tap on that. All right. Here we go. Side of the hand as usual. Even though I remember what happened last time and I feel terrible about it, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I remember what happened last time and I don't feel good about it, I deeply and completely love and accept myself now. Good eyebrow point. I remember what happened last time. Side of the eye, and it really upsets me. Under the eye, it was a complete surprise. Under the nose, I remember what happened last time. Chin point, I remember what happened last time and I didn't like it. Collarbone, I was surprised by it. Under the arm, I think it's still in my body. Top of the head, I was really surprised by it. Good. Take a deep breath. Good. Go back and measure the distress in your system again, 0 to 10. See if something happened. Did it go down? Did it go up? Sideways? What's going on in your feeling when you're identifying that something did happen last time? Because I promise you, it's still operating inside of you. All right, let's do one more on the feeling of distress when you remember it. Now, I used words like I didn't see it coming, it was a surprise, because that's usually what stays in your system. If it went well, that wouldn't have stayed in your system, right? You could remember it, but these surprises and shocks and disappointments, that's where the real juice is. All right, we'll do it again. Side of the hand. Even though I'm not moving forward because I remember what happened last time, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Even though I'm blocking myself from moving forward because I remember what happened last time, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Eyebrow, I remember what happened last time and it feels terrible. When I think of launching something again, I feel scared. Under, I remember what happened last time. Under the nose, it felt surprising and terrible. Chin point, this does feel like a trauma. Collarbone, and I've been protecting myself from feeling it again. Under the arm, my nervous system remembers what happened last time. Top of the head, it was a surprise and a shock, and I don't want to feel that again. Good. Take another breath. 0 to 10, where are you now on that distress scale? Remembering what happened last time, because I promise you that's what's informing your system to slow down, be resistant, be avoidant now. Okay, so get another number. If you need to pause this and tap on that again, please do, until that event is still real for you, and yes, it happened, but you don't feel it so strongly that it's interrupting your behavior now with moving forward in your success life, in your business life. All right? So now let's move to a belief. Usually, when someone can answer the question, what happened last time, and they say, I know exactly what happened last time, usually the belief is, and I'm convinced that will happen again. Or, I'm convinced I shouldn't get my hopes up because something bad could happen. Again, you don't feel this way and block yourself if the project went well. This is because something happened that was negative. I'm talking about it as a registered trauma in your nervous system. So let's use the belief, I'm convinced something bad will happen again. Let's just use that broad term. 0 to 10, if you say that out loud, I'm convinced it could happen again. How true does that feel to you, 0 to 10? Some of you, it will be quite high and you won't have registered it yet, and now you're like, oh, yes, that's what's going on. Okay, here we go again. Tap here, side of the hand. Even though I'm convinced that something bad could happen again, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I'm convinced that something bad will happen again, I accept who I am and how I feel. Eyebrow point. I'm convinced that something bad will happen again. Side of the eye. I'm convinced that something bad will happen again. Under the eye. I'm convinced something bad will happen again. Under the nose. No wonder I don't want to get my hopes up. Chin point. No wonder I don't want to move forward. Collarbone. What happened last time is my yes but. Under the arm. I'm convinced something bad will happen again. Top of the head. I'm pretty sure something bad will happen again. Good. Take a breath. 0 to 10. See if you can measure how true that feels to you in the belief. I'm convinced something bad will happen again, and we'll do one more tapping round on that and then end with some gratitude. All right, but very important to move through this. The last time, your yes but, because of what happened last time. Here we go. Side of the hand. Even though I'm convinced that something bad will happen again, I deeply and completely love and accept myself anyway. Even though I'm convinced that something bad will happen again, I remember what happened last time. I accept who I am and how I feel. Eyebrow. I'm convinced something bad will happen again. Side of the eye. I'm convinced something bad will happen again. Under the eye. I remember what happened last time. Under the nose. No wonder I'm not moving forward. Chin point. I'm convinced something bad will happen again. Collarbone. My body remembers the disappointment. Under the arm. My body remembers feeling surprised and disappointed. Top of the head. I remember what happened last time. No wonder I'm not moving forward. Good. Another deep breath. Measure the belief. How true does it feel now? For some of you, many other aspects will have come up, and you need to do some more tapping on what somebody said to you, how you felt, the disappointment. Keep tapping on this until that old event is no longer informing your behavior about the new item, the new scenario, the new project, so it doesn't get in the way. All right? Now let's do just a little bit of gratitude tapping. Eyebrow point. I love knowing that I can move through this. Side of the eye. I appreciate knowing that I'm already moving through it. Under the eye. I'm moving through it and I'm learning. Under the nose. I feel better already. Chin point. I feel grateful that I'm moving through this old business trauma. Collarbone. I'm so grateful that I'm moving through this old business trauma. Under the arm. I'm actually grateful for what happened last time. Top of the head. Because it's allowing me to heal the event and the feelings and the beliefs. Good. Take a final breath. Good. Measure if you'd like to. How does that belief feel now? All right. Now let's go to your next yes. What could you do? What could you choose to do that would be a small step towards this next project that you've been holding back on because of this old business PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder? What could you do? Take one step forward. I want you to think about that, jot it down, commit to it, and say, if I take that step, I'll be closer to the new project. And if you feel anxious or worried about it, start tapping. I'm worried about getting closer. I'm worried this step is taking me closer. I'm worried if I say yes to the next step, maybe something bad could happen again. The word again is a great word to use in your tapping. All right, thanks for watching. If you would like to subscribe, share, or like, I'd appreciate it very much. And remember, we want to get to the hidden block so we can treat that instead of just looking at the forward behavior that people keep criticizing and categorizing. We need to get underneath it. So thanks for watching.